Well. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. I hope everyone is doing well today. Thank you so much for joining our brother to check out, I don't want to say entertaining, but more so ridiculous. You know, this is bizarre. This is so upsetting right here. It doesn't make any sense, guys. I mean, come on, we gotta grow up. Highly recommended by a lot of my annoyed, should I say, angry, Australian supporters. Telling me, Strac, you must check this out now. I mean, it's ridiculous. Some people told me they actually seen this on live TV. Some people told me they seen the clips afterwards. You know, they seen, memes and stuff on social media. I think people was making a joke out of this. I'm not understanding, like, what's up with people? It's like people get to acting different when they see that camera. You know, everybody be acting Hollywood. What's the news? You think you gotta be all extraordinary because the news is in front of you. Sit your behind in the back and relax. Like, people just be bugging for no reason. They decide, they see that big camera and that lens. Oh, let me go do something stupid. It don't make no sense. Your face is on the camera too. Your face is on the camera. People decide to do illegal, stupid stuff. You want to assault people? Okay, first of all, you assaulted a female too. And I hope it wasn't a male that did this, because you ain't tough at all, partner. You ain't tough at all. And matter of fact, when you go behind the bars, they gonna bend you over. They gonna bend you over. Like, let's go ahead and jump right into this. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe, turn all post notifications on. I'm pissed.
The chaos unfolding in LA is sending shockwaves across the globe. Our very own US correspondent Lauren Tomasi was caught up in the mayhem, shot with a rubber bullet.
Shot with a rubber bullet. I mean, hey, it could have been worse, right? But who was she shot by a rubber bullet by? I hope it wasn't these people. I hope it wasn't these people. The people that's supposed to be trained, you know? I hope not. Because that's very upsetting. And you need to be unemployed. Word up. Because you're shooting the wrong people. You knew she was a reporter. Don't nobody else around here. Nobody else right here got that microphone in their hand. Come on, bro. Stop it. Stop it. She in front of the camera.
Hours of standing off this situation.
She is in front of a camera. It better be somebody else that assaulted her, not these people right here with the guns. I put, man, on me, it better be somebody else around there tripping. I don't care if it's her, him. It better be somebody else. Not these people over here. You're fired. You're fired. It better not be. You're fired. That's a sweet lawsuit. I'm talking about she ain't got a news report no more. You wanna know why? Because she gonna get that bag.
Has now rapidly deteriorated. The LAPD moving in on horseback, firing rubber bullets at protesters, moving them on through the heart of LA.
Oh, whoa, oh my gosh. Did you see how she blinked? Man, she is terrified. She is petrified. Listen to boom. That's not normal.
Moving them on through the heart of LA.
Bro, she does not deserve. Oh, whoa.
Hey.
No. He's cooked. Hey, somebody take a screenshot of something. Let me know in the comments. Does he still have his job? I could understand an accident. I could understand, maybe, even if you got scared and accidentally hit your trigger, you deserve to go to jail, bro. You scary. You some showman. In this case, he literally just... What was that? It didn't look like he was trying to aim at her, but at the same time, it hit her. I'm so confused right now. Why did she been standing there?
Moving them on through the heart of LA.
Look.
You just shut the.
You okay?
I'm good.
Doesn't matter how many times you watch it, right? Lauren joins us live now from
Bro!
LA. Lauren, I mean, I think...
Even if you was trying to hit people behind her or behind the cameraman because you wanted to protect them, I guess. What you gonna do with one rubber bullet? All those people behind them, man, they come in 30 deep. Plus, it would have took more of y'all to, like, I don't understand. There was no reason to do that. Do we have any, like, reasoning behind that?
We were all so shocked and so deeply troubled by what happened to you yesterday. How are you feeling this morning?
Morning, Sarah and Carlos. I'm good, thank you. I have a bit of a bloody big old bruise and it's a little bit sore, but I am all okay, thank you.
Hey, can you talk us through just, it was obviously, it's been a big couple of days, but it seemed to me that escalated. And talk us about to what happened before and then during and after.
Yeah, I mean, we were reporting on the Today Show all morning the situation on the ground in downtown LA. My cameraman Jimmy and I had started by that detention centre in downtown LA, and there was, a few skirmishes here and there and a little bit of chaos moments as we went throughout the morning. But it was about 5 o'clock local time when there were suddenly just thousands of protesters on the streets of downtown LA, and we felt that presence of the LAPD and law enforcement really ramp up. Jimmy and I went live. We were doing a cross into the program. And police started pushing their way up the street. They'd begun firing tear gas canisters and those rubber bullets. And we moved onto the sidewalk and really tried to stay out of the way. What you saw, that report, was at the end of that live cross. We'd moved off to the side of the road. We were at the side of police. I had my back to those LAPD officers. I was really focused on the camera and, finishing that report, telling what was happening. And I got hit. Jimmy scooped me up and we made our way out of there as quickly as possible. Bit of a shock.
Oh, whoa. I ain't know. Wait, you shot her because this car was coming? Because they was busting a left? You shot her because... Oh my gosh. Don't tell me, because the first time I couldn't, I was like, I don't see a reason. There's still no reason. You could have warned her. But what you got, stay in formation? You could yell at her and say, move. Go like this with your hand. They would have seen you. The car would have beeped. You would have seen it. You would have heard it. I'm so confused as to why there was a need to do that to her leg as soon as that car made a left. She wasn't even in the way, man. Look, she would have just moved out the way. The car would have beeped and it would have been cool. She's constantly swaying like this, looking back at the scene and everything. She's aware, man. She'll see the car. If not, she'll hear it or the car beep. There was no reason. Like you going hunting or something. Like you was fiending for that. You look hungry for that. You wanted to do that.
I mean, it's a tremendous shock, Lauren, and you were just doing your job, right? And we've been in awe of your coverage for the past few days and how incredibly difficult those circumstances are for you. We know it was tense. I mean, those circumstances that you found yourselves in for that report specifically seemed to be somewhat calmer, and then all of a sudden, he turned and fired at you. It just seems so out of place.
It just seems so, robotic.
So bizarre. Have you managed to, has there been any explanation? Have you been able to sort of gain any intel on how that happened, why that happened?
No, I mean, where we were standing, it felt like things had calmed down a little bit after that big, chaos of moving up the street. And we'd found a moment where police were still standing off there, but it had calmed for a moment. The police were standing still, and that is why we stepped off to the side. We weren't in a group of protesters or anything. We were with other media. I think you can see a cameraman walk behind me in the middle of that shot. So, look, we were doing our best to report what was happening from the scene in the safest way we possibly could. And Jimmy and I were listening to everything the LAPD had been saying to us.
But also, you're balancing a lot there, and you've also got protesters who are furious with you. And for the most part, over the last couple of days, I've seen you in every circumstance be calm and talk to these people. You've also been fearlessly unbiased. So that's reporting both sides of it. And then out of the blue, you get lined up. Is that how... I mean, you're loath to... I know you.
They had a deeper meaning. They had to have a deeper meaning, man. They had to, know something, or they must watch, or something. They must have did some research. Who's this reporter, or... You could do that. You don't know. People do research. They want to see what you're into, what you believe in. Yeah. They want to see, okay, what do they in certain situations? Whose side they picking? They could be taking sides too. They human beings. Like,
but loath to be part of this story. But in a way you are, and it's going to have reaction and ramifications across America. That's how bad the situation is in LA right now.
Look, I feel embarrassed, quite frankly. I really don't want to be the story as part of this. We were just on the ground trying to do our job. I was there. Jimmy and I were doing our best to bring to Australia what is unfolding on the streets of LA. And it's a really unfortunate thing that has happened. And I think, as a journalist, we want to be there telling the story. I think, And
even if you wanted to show, and even if you didn't want her to show, like, her country, what's going on out here in the States, because they might, take offensive to that. They might be like, nah, wait a minute. Why is this Australian reporter out here recording what's going on here that we got to deal with? And she going to bring it back to her country to try to bash us? No, it's kind of just educate the rest of the world. Like, you should be educated about what's going on in every country. And that right there, he probably found that reason, like, oh, let me target her real quick. But at the same time, it doesn't help the situation, because you can still be upset that she's reporting our business over here from our country, and she's going to report it back to her country. They're going to see this clip now of you just blew her down with a rubber pellet. They're going to see this clip. Oh, this is what goes down? Now you done bruised up one of their reporters now. Come on, bro. You didn't help the situation at all. You made it worse. Now that whole little, whatever that little, what would they be called? Was that LAPD? That was LAPD? Well, that department about to hear it from somebody.
It's a really crappy thing that's happened, but I really don't want to be the story here. It is, a really chaotic situation that's unfolding in Los Angeles.
I mean, Lauren, you've got so much grace, and as Carl said, we know that about you, and none of us ever want to be the story. You want to be reporting on the facts and what's unfolding in front of you, and you do that so well, and you've brought that to our audiences, as we said, for days now, and we take our hats off to you because you've been doing an incredible job. And just the way that officer turned and pointed at you and targeted you with your back to him, I mean, it's unforgivable, and we really feel for you, and, we thank you for your grace, frankly.
Lauren, you're going to be part of this story now ongoing. Do you have any reservations?
I think that it's so important that, journalists are out there doing our job, and we've got to keep on doing that. It's, no journalist wants to be the story, and certainly I hope that, we can move on from that and, focus what is unfolding, throughout America. It's a really tense situation at the moment. The sense on the ground is so tense. And, I just want to move on, and I will get back out there and keep on reporting it.
All right, good on you, Lauren. It's good to talk to you. And look, speak for yourself when you say you don't want to be the story. I'm, happy to be the story any day of the week.
Guys, I do have to tell you, though, I've had some lovely people reach out, and one of the phone calls I didn't expect to get today was actually from the Italian consulate. Ciao, Lauren. Tomasi, you might have gathered, is actually an Italian name. And so the Italians have checked in on me, which was a really lovely moment. So.
What, was he asking if you were single or something? The Italians, they all...
No, it's like the Lord blessed me with some type of sense within my body. I could just sense, I could just feel when somebody gets acting a little different. I kid you not. When he did this.
Ciao, Lauren.
Look.
You might have gathered, is actually an Italian name. And so the Italians have checked in on me, which was a really lovely.
As soon as he got to doing this, the little face smile, he was not happy about that because he knew it was another guy. Look, he trying to make his way. Look, I already knew it was coming.
Was he asking if you were single or something? The Italians, they always see an angle.
Hopefully he offered you some tiramisu at the very least.
Asking me out for some pasta.
There you go. Hey, job well done, and we'll keep watching because it's such an important story and doing a terrific job.
Yes, it is, man. This is a horrible story, man. Unbelievable. Please feel free to share your honest thoughts and opinions in the comment section down below. You guys already know the vibes, man. Thank you so much for joining a brother today to check out this ridiculous Ridiculous, disgusting topic. I mean, you disgust me. Did he get fired? Someone let me know. I unplugged my headset. Did he get fired? Someone gotta let me know in the comments, man. Please feel free to smash that thumbs up button. Feel free to smash that subscribe button and turn post notifications on. All post notifications on. So you don't miss another one of these reaction videos, man. Or some more of these ridiculous topics, huh? Everyone feel free to check out my Twitch and Patreon in the description down below. Stay safe, and I hope to catch you all in the next reaction video.